What's up, everyone? It is Ray. Promised a couple friends and people from the Cotton Collective group that I would do an updated build on my Protank 2 microcoil. Um, First one I did was with a 32 gauge kanthal. Now I have moved on to 29 gauge kanthal, and I feel personally that it gives me a better hit. I'm able to go a little bit lower on the ohms, so I've been building them anywhere from a 1.3 to 1.8, and I've been getting a little bit better performance. It's not gurgling, spitting, flooding quite as often, but it's gonna happen. These tanks are pretty known for that aspect. If you haven't seen, this is a Pro Tank 1 and get that Pro Tank 1 and a Pro Tank 2 head right here. This little thing. But when we go into up close mode, I'll be a little bit more detailed. I'll show you. We'll take this thing apart. I'll show you how to build the microcoil. Torch it with my trusty little Ed Hardy lighter torch thing, because I don't have one of the nice fancy stand-up torches. But yeah, so there you go. We're gonna go ahead and build. I got a whole bunch of them I need to build today, so I figured why not make a video and show you guys how I build them. All right, so follow me along. We'll go into up close mode into my little build stage here on my gross stained white towel build deck. All right, here we go. Okay, so here we go, back into nice up close mode here. All right, so let's go into what we have here. These are the tools that I use for the build. Of course, you need your little Pro Tank head. All right, some scissors, some tweezers. This is the base to the Pro Tank head. Some wire cutters, some 29 gauge wire, and cotton ball. All right, and then I use my little 1.5 millimeter Allen key to wrap my coils. So first things first, let's get all this crap out of the way. Oh, and of course the trusty Ed Hardy torch, because all good douchebag should have Ed Hardy gear, right? All right, so let me let's get even closer. How's that? If you have never seen it before, or maybe you have, but you've never actually taken one apart, here you go. Here is your Kanger Protank 1 or Protank 2 or EVOD and all those heads that you've been buying and wasting your money on. All right, so let me show you. First things first, let's take off this little rubber piece. All right, bye-bye little rubber piece. And I'll show you a little trick that I found too later on. All right, where we install it this way instead of this way. It's supposed to stop with gurgling. I haven't personally tried it yet, but maybe we'll try it this time. Now we have our little chimney cap. This can be a little tricky. Take it, wiggle it. All right, there is your chimney cap. Gone. Now, when you look inside the head, the way that these come stock is they're built with silica. Not a fan of silica. You might be. I'm not. All right, so I'm taking this crap out. And they always put these little tiny flavor wicks. There's nothing on that. That is just a little tiny crappy piece of silica in my shaky hand. Shaky, shaky, shaky. All right, make sure we get all that out. Now, if you can see in there, which you probably can't, maybe you can, I don't know. They make the ugliest little coils. The tiny little micro coil that they double, or not double, but they kind of split, so it looks like there's what, 3, then there's a split, and there's 3. Some really light gauge stuff. I want to say probably 34, maybe even a 36 gauge. We're not buying that. All right. So to take that out, flip it over to this side. All right. The way I take this off, I just kind of grab what little fingernail I have and pop that right out. That little pin comes out. That releases one part of your wire here. All right. Same process. Take my fingernails and grab, if I can do it, since I just cut my nails. Probably not good timing for that, right? And you just grab that and it pulls out with ease. See how easy this is? So easy. All right, there we go. Look, coil came right out with it. So now maybe I could show you the coil a little bit better. Here's that coil. Coil, coil. See that thing? All right, and they also use resistant, non-resistant wire and all that good stuff. We're not going to do that. Okay, so what we're going to do now is pull off a piece of 29 gauge kanthal, and I don't really, go by the specs of what they say to do. I just kind of eyeball it here. All right, we'll pull off like probably a good 5-inch piece here. I'm trying to straighten that out a little bit, and we'll start making our wraps. I think I actually want to go with 12 if I can. Let's see. First one's always the hardest. Maybe I can keep it on camera. Might be better. 1. My hands are all juicy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's try 12. Nah. Let's double check here. We got 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, 11. Let me squeeze that together nice and tight. All right. Now that that's nice and tight, we'll take this off of the Allen, put it on our tweezer, like that. Try and get it tight as possible, and we'll torch this bad boy. Get it red hot. That should probably do it, but just because, we'll do it one more time. All right. Nice. Okay. Now we'll take the Allen key, slide that out. Hot. That burns your fingers. Get the Allen key back in there. Sort of straighten up our coil. See if I can get this nice and focused for you here. How's that? That is a nice 11 wrap microcoil on 29 gauge. Wow, my fingers look like shit. Okay. Now we will install it in our head. So make sure your legs are, fairly straight here. And insert your legs. That should fit just perfect. And then I kind of take it with my 2 fingers, hold it in place like so. And that will give me some leverage here for when I make my coil. So now I take one of the legs, bend it off to the side. Then take our little rubber piece here. We'll feed that in. Get that back in there. Just like so. pull nice and tight again. All right, I'm going to take our last leg, bend that one off to the opposite side, take the little metal pin, insert the metal pin, pull, pull. There we go. Now we have a finished micro coil. So let's go ahead and carefully twist. Oh yeah, that's nice and tight in there. Kind of wiggle and twist out the Allen. Take the tweezers and sort of straighten everything out. Make sure that your coil is not touching any of the metal. See if you can see this. Lighting's not the best, but there you go. There's your coil inside your head. So now we shall cut off the legs here. Oops. Get them as close as you can. Oh, sorry about that. And I'm going to put it on the Protank 2 Mini base. Ohmmeter. Alright, so we'll go ahead and screw this on. See what we got. 1.82. See that? 1.82. That's what we were looking to get. 1.8, 1.82. Perfect. Alright, now what I'd like to do, when I build all my coils, you're not supposed to dry fire on these Kanger heads for too long, because what can happen is you'll burn the little rubber grommet. But we'll just do a quick little pulse fire just to make sure everything is working here. Make sure we got a nice glowing coil. Looks pretty good. Yeah. Perfect. All right, that's all I'm going to do. I don't want to do that anymore. Otherwise, I could cause issues. So, take this off of the Vision spinner. Now we will insert our cotton ball wick. And I'll show you a trick with these cotton balls. I personally don't boil them. You can boil them if you want. But if you feel around the cotton ball, you'll find its edge. And if you peel the edge back, you will roll out a nice, well, kind of nice, like threads of cotton. This makes it really easy when you're making your wicks, your cotton ball wicks. All right. Now you don't need a whole lot of cotton to wick these micro coils, 1.5 ohm micro coil, or 1.5 millimeter micro coil. All right, and I don't twist the whole thing. I like to give myself a clean end and just twist that one end. That's all I want. Somewhat of a blunt end there. Just like that. All right, that's what you want. All right, here we go. Thread through. Take the tweezers, grab that little piece there. There we go. Got through. And I normally pull until it starts to bunch up, and then I back off just a little bit. You want it to slide fairly easy on both sides. Then you take your scissors and cut right at the edge, just like that. On this side, just like that. So now your head should look just like this. See? Nice, even little cotton coil. Alright, now we will throw this back onto the mini base. Throw this back onto the spinner. Banana cream pie. Banana cream pie from Mount Baker Vapor. Just to keep with the tank. All right. What I do now, as you should do with all cotton builds, before you ever fire, give it some juice. You don't want to oversaturate, but wet the wick, so that way when you fire it, see that popping, sizzling, working that new stuff in. All right, now I'm going to bring you back up to me, and we'll go ahead and vape this on the vision spinner. Okay, welcome back. Let's go ahead and fill up the mini here. And one more thing that I didn't show you before you do this is make sure you put your chimney cap back on. It's pretty important. Chimney cap nice and snug. And then your little rubber piece here. I'm going to try this. I heard this helped to prevent gurgling and all that good stuff if it's done properly. Keeps popping up on me here. Alright, let's see how this works. Twist this on there nice and tight. Some bubbles. Put our drip tip back on. I always give it a couple little dry sucks, try and get it all in there. Firing. Let's move this up here. Hear that? Firing nice. Alright, let's give it a vape. There you go, not bad. This is a 1.8 ohm micro coil with 29 gauge kanthal on your Kanger head. This is a mini. It can be done on a Kanger Protank 1, Kanger Protank 2, Mini 1, Mini 2. And there you go. Pretty easy. Give it a shot, and hopefully you enjoy it. Gets rid of the gurgling, gets rid of the flooding, at least for the most part, and gives you an enjoyable vape. All right, you guys. Thanks for watching. Vape on.